Today's a rant. Hello, my name is Briar. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about my post-nano burnout, basically, because this is something that happens to me after every single NaNoWriMo event where I spend a month focusing really intently on my writing. And generally, if I win NaNoWriMo, then the next several days, weeks, sometimes even months can be really hard for me to get back into my groove for writing. And that's something that I really wanted to tackle more head on after July's Camp Nano event, because I did write every day. I wrote 40,000 words. I did a whole lot of self-reflection and improvement to make sure that my writing was good and not just putting words onto a page. And a lot of that was really kind of exhausting. It took a lot of my mental and creative power to maintain that pace for the entire month of July. I'm really happy that I did it. I really want to continue writing every day and working on something every day to improve my writing craft and get through this draft of my novel so that I can have something to share by next year. That's something that I'm still really passionate about. But after the end of July, after Camp Nano is over, and I no longer have that external motivation telling me that I really do need to be writing every day so that I can update my Nano site so that my little bar graph will continue going up, it's hard to continue writing and to maintain that routine. And today I want to talk about what I've been doing since then. And what I've been doing since then is a lot of distraction. I've given myself that leeway and I've reflected on how I can get back into my motivation, and I want to share that. So today, as I'm filming this, it is August 9th, and for the past 9 days of the month of August, I've been on a bit of a roller coaster in terms of my writing motivation. So the first day after NaNoWriMo on August 1st, it was a Tuesday, and I was still feeling really high on my success for winning NaNoWriMo. So I continued working on my novel on Tuesday the 1st and Wednesday the 2nd. And then that's when things kind of changed for me. And I can actually pinpoint this a lot more accurately, I'm sure, than I could have in the past. Because through the month of July, I built a lot of routines for myself. I was working out 3 days a week. I was going to sleep at a decent time, as in before midnight, because I wake up at 5 a.m. I was waking up and getting out of bed at 5 a.m. every day and getting stuff done. And I was taking my meds regularly for my ADHD, and I was eating well, and I was really taking care of myself for the month of July. And I got a lot of writing done, and I got a lot of self-improvement things done, and I was managing my plans really well. And on Wednesday, on August 2nd, I was still feeling pretty good, but I decided to skip my workout. I overslept that day. I had a lot more food for breakfast than I would usually have before working out, and I just didn't feel like it. So I didn't do it. I skipped my workout, and I went on with the rest of my routine for the day. And skipping my workout every once in a while, not a big deal. I did do some exercise on Thursday to make up for it because I'm trying to build that habit for myself of working out 3 days a week, and I thought I was fine. And then on Friday, I overslept again, and I skipped my workout again. And then I didn't make up for it. I didn't do any exercise at all. I ate a lot more sugar and ice cream. I forgot to take my meds. I did not do anything at all productive for the entire weekend. And instead of using my time to think about my writing and think about my story, I ended up spending a lot of the weekend on Reddit and watching the Big Brother live feeds for season 25, which I've never done before in my life. I felt driven to do that instead of anything that would get me closer to my goals. All of this time spent with Big Brother means that it's time I wasn't spending doing anything productive or anything that I wanted to do. I was just distracting myself. That's the biggest thing, is I fully support media consumption. I fully support diving headfirst into the things that you love, and if what you love is following Big Brother, and learning all about the people and all about strategy and talking about it on Reddit and playing online games and doing all of those things. Go for it. I love it. I support you. But keeping that balance is important to me because I got all out of balance. I didn't do a lot of writing at all. In fact, I haven't touched my novel in probably 5 days. 6. It's Wednesday. I haven't touched my novel since last Thursday, which is not what I want. I've been building back to my writing by working on other projects, but I haven't touched my novel, which is supposed to be my main goal, in almost 7 days, which is a disappointment for me and myself. And I blame this wholly on skipping that workout that first Wednesday, and the following Friday, and the following Monday, because I've realized that exercising in the morning is something that I need to do. I don't like to do it, honestly, but it is something that I need to do to help me focus for the day. It's really good for my brain and my body to do some sort of physical activity early in the morning. Without doing that, I focused on the wrong things and I allowed myself to get distracted. And I thought about all the things that I could have been doing to work on my novel, to improve my writing, to get things through my craft that I wanted to do, and I didn't do any of that. But this video is about how I got my motivation back. I will admit, on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I knew that I wasn't doing very well for myself. I wasn't working out, I wasn't eating well, I wasn't sleeping well, all of those things. I knew all of that was not the best for me. And I wasn't making the best choices, but I didn't really care. I was tired, I wanted to rest, and I wanted to watch Big Brother. So I did. And on Sunday, when I went on to my writing and I was like, okay, I need to get back into writing. I want to do this. I want to spend time working on my novel. And I opened up my novel and I started writing and I got 500 words in and I felt exhausted. 500 words. I could write that in 30 minutes. It took me 3 hours and I felt exhausted the entire time. And that's when I knew that I needed to get back into my routines and I needed to start taking care of myself again, or my writing wasn't going to happen. But I was also still exhausted. So on Monday, I challenged myself to start the workday and do the best that I could for the first 4 hours of my day. So I woke up at 5 a.m. I got out of bed. I didn't want to do my regular workout. I wanted to do something easy. So I did yoga and that felt good. But I forgot to take my ADHD medication. I did not do so well after I finished my morning routine and I got to my desk to start my work day and I didn't really have much of a work routine set up. So I allowed myself to spiral and then I ended up watching Big Brother live feeds a lot. And that's okay, but not ideal. On Tuesday, I had to get up for a different reason and go run some errands really early in the morning. And when I got back, I challenged myself again to focus on my work. Sit at my desk, focus on my work, and not get overly distracted. And I allowed myself to do that until about 2 o'clock, which is when I try to end my work day or my focus on my work day. And from there, I was like, okay, I need to do more writing. But again, I opened up my novel and I wasn't feeling it. I was not attached to it at that point. So I went back and started basically journaling about what I wanted to write, why I wanted to write, and how I was feeling about not writing. I tried to focus on meeting my goal of writing 1,000 words, and I was able to get pretty close. I got to about 800 words. And I also want to note, on both of these days, I knew that I hadn't filmed a video to post, and I decided that it was more important for me to do my writing than to do YouTube. So Tuesday felt like a better day. Monday felt better than Sunday. Tuesday felt better than Monday, which brings us to today, Wednesday, when I woke up and I was thinking that maybe I would just do more yoga, or I would do something still easy on my body, but a bit more challenging than what I had done Monday, just sort of building that up. And ultimately, I ended up doing my usual workout this morning. I listened to an audiobook, did my workout this morning. And I took a shower and I had a good breakfast and I felt really good about myself. I focused on my work for the entire morning while occasionally checking the Big Brother live feeds because I'm obsessed now and, you know, small baby steps. And now I am filming a YouTube video. And hopefully this afternoon I am going to sit at my desk and get back to writing my novel. So that was a big, long, rambly story time about how August has gone so far. And to distill it down into something that's a bit more bite-sized and I feel important, what I learned in this cycle of post-nano burnout, because I do this every nano event, is number one, I need to give myself a couple days to take a break, whether that means hyper-focusing on a game show or just writing something different than what I was working on in Nano and setting much smaller writing goals for every day if I want to maintain that. I need a couple of days off to rest my brain. But through that, I still need to maintain my healthy body habits. I need to maintain getting good sleep. I need to move my body and work out and be active. I need to not sit at my desk but switch it to standing because I got a standing desk for that specific reason. And I need to focus on making sure that I am maintaining the routines that I'm putting in place because they make me feel better. This is not going to be the routine that's going to make everybody feel better. It doesn't have to be waking up at 5 a.m., working out, taking a shower, and jumping into the workday. That's a routine that works really well for me. And then taking breaks throughout the day to do things like film a YouTube video, write 100 words, watch the live feeds for Big Brother. If anybody wants to talk about Big Brother, I'm down. Like, I have feelings. Very conflicted feelings because I watched season 1 of Big Brother and then now I'm back on season 25. And I have not watched the in-betweens. So I'm basically confused, but I have feelings. So I need to be sure that I am creating routines and sticking to them as best as I can. And sometimes those routines are going to change. Maybe I'm not going to do an intense workout in the morning. Maybe I'll do yoga. Maybe I will walk on my stepper. Maybe I will go walk the dogs or walk over and get the mail. And that can be part of my workout for the day instead of doing something intense. It doesn't have to be the same, but I do need to do something. I also need to remember to take my meds every morning. So for me, moving forward into August and for the rest of the year, to try to get to the end goal of having a first draft of my new book 1 of this science camp series, what I need to do is do the things that make me feel good in my body, and then I can do the things that make me feel good in reaching my goals. Because I'm never going to reach my goals if I'm not feeling healthy, which is something that's going to be hard for me to maintain because I suck at maintaining healthy body goals. But, you know, I'm working on it. So I need to make sure that I am setting routines, maintaining them to some degree. There's a little flexibility in there because ADHD makes routines hard. And just setting and protecting time for things like filming YouTube videos, setting times when I'm going to be writing and making sure that my household knows that I'm writing, protecting that time and using it. Even if I'm not going to be writing necessarily what I want, using it to write something is going to do better for me in getting back into my writing habits than using it to watch YouTube videos for 2 hours instead of getting any writing done. So I am feeling hopeful that I'm back on the upswing of my writing motivation and routines. And next time I will give you guys an update about more of the abandoned novel projects that I wanted to do this week, but did not have the bandwidth to pull out all of that writing to make a video. Which is why this is a chatty ramble instead of, you know, something more put together. But again, I'm building back into it, and if what I can do right now is film a if what I can do right now is film a chatty ramble of a video, then that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna edit that and put it up and move on. And hopefully next time will be a video that is more structured and coherent. But that's what I have for today. So I guess I will see you guys in my next video. Hopefully that will be Monday, perhaps Thursday, but I'm trying to get a video out every week, even when I am feeling like doo-doo. So here's hoping that I'm able to maintain that. Thank you so much. And yeah, this is a ramble. Do you have post-nano burnout? And how do you handle it? Because I always tell myself that I'm going to make a plan on how to handle my post-nano burnout, and then I forget, and then I'm burnt out, and then I'm not writing for several days, if not weeks or months. So post-nano burnout is real, and I want to know how you guys handle it, because I don't handle it well. And hopefully with this experience under my belt, I will handle it better in December after actual November NaNoWriMo. But that's it for now. Thank you so much for coming to this rambly video. I've been recording for 25 minutes, and that is pretty long for me, and I don't want it to be that long, but a lot of this will be cut because I am a rambly mess. Thank you so much for watching my ramble. If you have any feedback or tips and tricks for me about how you have overcome post-nano burnout, let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Hopefully it will be more coherent. Thanks. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. I also just want to take a moment because for the last several videos, there's been a little dragon right here. And unfortunately, I was not paying attention to him, and his wing fell off. And I've just noticed that it's chipped on both sides. So hopefully I'll get to super glue him back together. But for now, he just got one wing. So sad. Okay. Thanks for coming.